Good afternoon and welcome to GrainTV. It's June 24th, 2013. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right here is Brock Shimino. Brock, let's jump into fire tip. See how the grain's traded here on a Monday, and as you can see, really a mixed trade here. Old crop corn down 8.5 cents. New crop corn off 9 3/4. We had old crop beans, the leader to the upside, up 18 3/4 cents. New crop unchanged on the day. Chicago wheat down 19. Kansas City wheat off 21 1/4. If you guys want live quotes over at your home or office for Friday's big report, take a demo at grainhedge.com, or if you have questions on that, give us a call at the office here, 877-472-4607. Brock, though, the big story today, though, was that old crop bean contract. Where was the strength from on that?
You know, I think we saw a lot of technical buying coming into the market early on in the session. In the overnight session, we were actually quite a bit to the negative side. Right. Actually traded down to about 14.80 or so. But during the middle of the session, we did see some buying come back in. Right. I think a lot of that was driven by funds. They're trying to cover some of their shorts, maybe get positioned ahead of the report that's coming out on Friday. But let's take a look at a daily chart here for the July contract. You can see each bar represents 1 day of price action. This is the most recent day today. You see that we did come down, test that support level right at about 14.80. Where that support comes in is, if you take a look back here, that was the top end of the range that we were trading most of the winter. It was resistance several times here, but most recently in the middle of May, when we did finally break above it, it now is in the position of being a role reversal position, where it's now going to be support, and it's going to take a little bit of negative influences in the market to actually push us below that. So we did see some support coming in there. But I think something else that was actually lending some support was the export inspections report. If we take a look at where we stand on that for this marketing year, you can see this most recent bar is the actual exports we saw this week. We did fall a little bit below the seasonal pace to meet the current USDA projections, but compared to what analysts were expecting, we came in at 7.8 million bushels, which is well above the 2 to 3 million bushels that was expected from analysts. So I think that really helped soybeans move to the upside, along with that technical support we saw earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Saw a little bit of fundamental support there for old crop beans. You know, the new crop grains are really focused, though, on this afternoon's crop progress and conditions report. Really not a big market mover there whatsoever. Just running down through the numbers here, 65% of the corn crop now rated good to excellent. Emergence at 96%. So we picked up a little bit of ground in terms of the good to excellent rating in this week's report. That really wasn't surprising to the crop. We had pretty favorable growing conditions last week, so a quiet report there, in line with expectations. Turning our attention here to soybeans, we now see 92% of the soybean crop planted, and the same as corn, 65% rated good to excellent. A little bit of an uptick there in the good to excellent rating. So like I said, these were small changes in line with what the trade was expecting. Not a big story there. Bottom line, the trade's going to continue to focus on the numbers that we're going to get out on Friday, in particular those planted acreage numbers. We got some numbers out from Reuters late last week. If we look at that, the trade's on average looking for the USDA to shave 2 million acres off projected corn plantings for this year. So certainly a pretty big change there. We'll have to see what comes down the pipe on Friday. We still have a lot of trade action, though, this week leading up to it, and we'll keep you posted on market expectations here on GrainTV. In general, though, I think that's kind of what we saw here for a Monday in the grain market. Thanks a lot for joining us on GrainTV. Have a great night. We'll see you here tomorrow.